98.9 Sonora FM, News Traffic and Music. Good afternoon, everybody. For this afternoon, I have an interview session from someone I would call it's our neighbor from Singapore. So he's already released his single on his EP, actually. So please welcome to the show. We got Hongjoin here. Hongjoin, hi.
Hello, hi, thanks so much for having me. Selamat siang.
Yo.
Hello, Indonesia.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you? It's hot, but
Nice.
we're pulling through.
Yes, I'm good. Thank you for asking. By the way, I'd like to congratulate you. Finally, your EP was
Yes.
released on 9 June
Yeah.
2023. The title, Fool or Fall Out of Love. So how are you feeling right now? Is that the same excitement, same heart beating?
Yes. It's been a really rewarding journey, and
Mhm,
it's been great so far. It's been a month? No, not
mhm.
not a month yet, but
Yeah.
close to a month since we dropped the EP.
Mhm.
And yeah, people love it. And I'm so glad that, it's finally out and that I get to play these songs live
Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh.
and I get to speak about the music and
All
meet
right.
cool people.
All right.
Yeah.
I think it's quite interesting process. I watch your YouTube. It was
Oh,
started you covering a song, and then now you came up with an EP. And the last album, what we call as a what is it? Your last album,
it's called Petrichor.
Petrica. And how about the
Yeah.
journey? Can you tell us about that from covering song and then
Oh,
you turn into the album, and then now 2023 you came up with a EP.
yep. So basically, I think a couple of years ago,
Hmm.
I just put up a YouTube cover of like Charlie Bug,
Yeah.
like a song from Charlie Bug, and it was really just meant for my
Yes.
friends,
Uh-huh.
and I just wanted to do something interesting because I love music.
Yes.
And I was about to enlist in the military, so I was like, let's just do something different.
Uh-huh.
And then I did, and for some reason it picked up,
Uh-huh.
and fast forward a year, 2 years, I put out my first song,
Mhm.
and then life kind of changed in a
Yes.
good way.
Uh-huh.
And these songs were made for me and my friends,
Uh-huh.
and I never would have imagined that it would have made it out of like my own country.
Mhm.
But it did, and I'm so pleasantly surprised,
Mhm.
and I feel so loved.
Mhm.
Especially I think now there's a new wave of like Asian music, and people are so supportive of one another.
Mhm.
And yeah,
That's
it's
good.
been a fun ride. And now I have my EP out,
Yeah.
and yeah, it's exciting times.
All right, dude. I want to talk about this EP, Fool or
Mhm.
Fall Out Love Love. For me, it's really quite exciting because it's about broken heart. A lot of songs talk about broken heart and split it out from our relationship, and you have to, have a bad times to survive from that moment, black hole, and you try to walk out from that black hole. But you made the song in a different ways. I mean, there's a rock song and then there's a groovy songs and all
Yeah.
that stuff. Can you tell us about that? About how you create this EP from the beginning, from that aha
Mhm.
moment you get an idea into finally you release this EP.
Yeah. So plenty of aha moments,
Yes.
definitely. I think with this EP, because it's my second musical project,
Yes.
my first one was a folk album, and you know, it was just like they they're just sad songs.
Mm-hmm,
And I think with this EP,
mm-hmm,
well, obviously we're gonna talk about love and relationships, but I think it's more than just like, about romantic relationships. I
mm-hmm.
think a lot of music today,
Yeah.
we don't talk much about like sibling love
Yes.
and like family love.
Mm-hmm,
And I just really wanted to write about things that happened to me in my own life and be grateful of things.
mm-hmm.
And I think this EP is about transition
Okay.
and moving away because I'm 21 and I moved away from home,
Mm-hmm.
and family is really important to me,
All right.
and feeling loved also
Okay.
is a big theme in
Mm-hmm,
this EP.
mm-hmm,
So it's also a lot about just appreciating the things that happen to you in your life
mm-hmm.
and not looking back on things in anger, though it may have like hurt you and stuff like that. Yeah, but yeah, I think I try to
Yeah.
like at the end of the day, speak of love, no matter what kind of love it is, in a positive way. Yeah, I
Because
think
I
we
feel
need more of that.
because I feel in your EP, it's just expressed when you got a long distance relationship with someone, including maybe your best friend, maybe your
Mhm.
families. Is that kind
Yeah.
of emotion that you try to
Yes,
transfer in this
absolutely.
EP?
Yeah.
All
About
right,
family as well.
all
Yeah.
right,
Because
all
I'm
right,
so far away from my family right now.
all right. I'm gonna
But
break it down one by one from the single "Fall" or "Out of
Mhm.
Love." I try to describe it. It's just like expression of losing something. It could be for struggle part of long distance relationship. That's what I call it. It feels like
Well, as
you
cheesy
have
as it
to release
sounds,
your
yeah.
emotion. You have to release your emotion. You have to accept. And this is quite a simple songs. A little bit have a taste of folk, and but it's just so expressive about emotion. Sounds poppy, and I can say it's more like a trim pop. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so that single is actually the first one of the whole track list.
Yeah.
So it had a lot of different instruments. It is folk,
Mhm.
which which is what my first album was about. So it
Mhm.
was more of like transitioning my
Okay.
listeners into like, hey, look, like there's more instruments, not just
Yeah.
me and a guitar anymore. And yeah, so at the end of that song, there's like this little outro thing
Yeah.
and like a lot of synths and guitars and guitar riffs.
Mhm.
That is actually part one
Mhm.
of In Another Life.
Okay.
In
Okay.
Another Life is the outro track,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
it ends up with a bang and like it's cinematic.
Yeah.
And I tried to like link the two ideas together, like, oh, that's me moving away,
Yeah.
and In Another Life is me making sense of distance,
Uh-huh.
and then closing it off and being like, okay, it's gonna work out and it'll be
Okay,
fine.
I'm gonna go deeper for this single because
Okay.
I put my attention to detail about this song. It's quite interesting. In the middle, I got there's a voice came across each other, with a high reverb. And can you
Mm.
tell us about that? What's the meaning of those?
Is this for Fall Out of Love?
Yes, a lot of love.
Yeah, so I think damn. That's a deep question. I think for me, it was more about playing with production
Okay.
because I produce my own music,
Okay.
and for that one, I think I was inspired by a lot of like modern day
Okay.
artists, like Frank Ocean. Like
Okay.
he has like it doesn't follow tempos,
Uh-huh,
and
uh-huh,
just like it sounds clashing, but it isn't. And yeah, I think with that, I just wanted to create like this
uh-huh.
space and
Yeah.
environment where like in your own world and you're speaking to yourself,
Mhm.
and these thoughts in your head are just like floating around and stuff like that. So
Okay.
it kind of makes you feel like you're floating,
Yeah,
with the
yeah,
synth
yeah.
and
Yeah,
everything.
I just got
Yeah,
a
so I think that
teasing
was the whole
something
point.
like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that.
Yeah. So it's not just like folk, it
Yeah.
moves away from folk, which I think is
Mhm.
also what I was trying to express with my music.
Okay.
Like I used to be this and now this is me. Yeah.
Okay. We're talking about the transition of yours, right?
Mm.
Okay. And still in this records fall, and the last one and the last part, I hear about some kind of guitar acoustic you play. Was that the first drop of this record?
Yes, actually. So
Okay.
the intro
Okay.
of Fall Out of Love,
Mhm.
that was actually a voice memo. So
Mm.
that was the idea, and then it goes into like the full production. So, that was verse one, and
Mhm.
then boom, like this
Okay.
is what my brain told me.
Okay.
So you see how it moves from the voice memo to like the full idea.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
Then move out to You're My Everything. It was released on for February. I think it's
Yeah.
really, really nice song for me. It is
Mm-hmm.
a broken heart song actually, but
Mm-hmm.
you try to transfer it the energy with a different way. I mean, just like you say, like you talk to your ex and get better. I know your ex have a better life than you than you don't,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah,
but
well,
but it sounds groovy.
mhm,
It doesn't look like a sad song, but it sounds groovy. It's a little bit
yeah.
touch
It's
70s.
confusing, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, you're
Yeah, I
right.
think that was the whole point.
Uh-huh.
So with this EP, like I said, it was like
Mhm,
very experimental,
mhm,
and it was made for live music.
mhm, mhm.
So I think this track did very well in Indonesia for some reason.
Yeah.
It resonated with like Asian people because I think
Uh-huh.
with this track, I just really wanted to make like something groovy and smooth
Yeah.
and, you know, like something to dance to. But like at the same time, the lyrics are like depressing.
Yeah.
So you're like, wait, why am I dancing? Because this is so sad. Yeah, but like when I play that song live, you know, like people seem to like it, and like I have a lot of fun doing it live as well. So yeah, I think that was the whole point of the track, to have something smooth.
But when I hear this song, I could imagine that I'm in my bedroom and then just holding a bottle of liquor and just singing like,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Okay, I want to talk
Lo-
about your transition from Petrichor. It was released on 2022, and then you came up with the new ideas about this fool, with which is a different. What can I say? It's a very contrast, you know.
Hmm.
And when we talk about the Petrichor, it's just like a song that was recorded by on a live session, and then when you release the full, it's well produced song. Can you tell us about that?
Thank you. So wow, Petrica was a phase. I think that was when I first started off, like, you know,
Uh,
learning how to make music,
uh,
producing. So back then it
uh,
was really just my guitar and myself. And as I moved, as I grew as like a producer, I really just wanted to expand like the sounds that I had, because I didn't want to be known as just this like sad acoustic guitar
uh,
guy. Because I like to believe that I'm more than that. And
uh.
um the transition also like signifies me. So
Okay.
you know how like it's folk in
Yeah.
Petrica, and then like full is just like alt rock, indie pop, and I think that's what I like to listen to.
Okay.
So
Who's introduced you? Who's
who
introduced you
who
to music
inspired me?
world?
Oh, who a lot of people actually. I think I'm still pretty new to this industry,
Okay.
but like
Mm,
I think growing up, um, when I make music or like when I write music,
mm,
I'm very inspired by like olden day artists, like in terms of songwriting, like the Beatles, Oasis, stuff like
mm,
that. And then modern day artists, like production wise, would be like Dayglow,
mm.
Jeremy Zucker, you know,
Ah,
stuff
okay.
like
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think, you know, like I draw inspirations from a lot of different eras of music,
Mhm, mhm,
different timelines as well.
mhm.
And that all just, that's a part of me. And the music that I put out would also naturally sound like that, I
Okay.
guess.
Okay, we only have 5 minutes remaining, so I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna straight forward to the question about DIY. Do it
Mm,
yourself, because this is quite interesting. You wrote the song and then you produce it and then you release it and you make your own music video. It's for me it's really hard to deal with all those stuff. For
mm,
me to wrote a song is quite hard, and then to produce it, to have an instrument to that part is really hard. How did you do that? I mean, is that because you love music so much, or is that because just only like, okay, I want to express myself more, or what is it?
mm. Well, first, thank you.
Mhm.
I do think it's kind of hard. Like I still find it really hard.
Uh-huh.
But why I self-produce in the first place is because I started off not knowing anyone who plays
Okay.
music.
Okay.
So I had to do it on my own.
Mhm,
And then there's just this way that I perceive
mhm,
my song to be.
mhm, mhm,
And I think the best way would be to do it myself.
mhm, mhm, mhm,
So when I record, I have like the freedom to explore and
mhm,
like experiment with different types of sounds. And
mhm.
I think that's the beauty of it. And that's exactly how I want it to sound. And
Mhm.
then what you hear is what goes on in my brain.
Okay.
But yeah, DIY, like it is DIY up to a point.
Okay.
But I definitely had a lot of help from like my friends,
Okay.
the people who support me along the way,
Uh,
especially like the music videos and visuals.
uh-huh.
I cannot do like photography. But like
Okay.
the people around me, like they
Mhm,
believe in my music
mhm,
and they have an idea.
mhm,
And we just work on like the visuals and like the MV for in another life
mhm,
was, I really liked it.
mhm, mhm,
But it was all my friends from the States. We just got together and just trying to
mhm,
create something new
mhm,
and
mhm.
interesting.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, I think it's all part of the package. But
Okay, bro, I watched your live session. I don't know where is it, but everybody been exciting with a flashlight on it on the air. Is that addiction for you to sing on a stage?
Yeah, definitely. I think performing live
Mhm,
is always, the best feeling in the world, because then you actually get to meet people in real life,
mhm,
and you get to meet with people that, actually listen to your music,
mhm.
and then you get to interact with them, and it just feels like you become part of their lives, even though, you're not like their friend, or like
Okay.
you don't see them every day. But
Mhm,
yeah, I
mhm.
think playing live is
Okay.
definitely the whole reason why I do this.
Okay, now my question is turned into: have you performed this song from full EP?
Not yet.
Yeah.
Well, yes, but not with a full band.
Okay.
So just kind of like small gigs here and there.
Okay.
But we have some shows coming up
Okay. Have you feel
already.
comfortable to sing those songs already?
Hell yeah. We're so ready. So
Okay.
Full was
Okay.
made for live shows.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's not gonna be hard for you to sing on the stage, right?
I'm just so excited to sing. Yeah.
Okay. To anyone who want to listen to your song, including Fools or Petrichor, where they can get it now.
So my name's Hongjoin. You can find me on Instagram at Hongjoin with an underscore.
Mhm,
And if you want to listen to my music, it's Hongjoin on all streaming platforms.
mhm. Okay, I'm
Yes,
gonna
sir.
ask you one question. You make your own song, right? And
Mhm.
to make a song, are you typically to create the lyric first or the melody first, or go randomly?
It comes at the same time. So you're like
Okay.
humming and you're like, and then you write some things and then it just all fits into place. And then
Okay.
you go with the flow.
Okay. 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 If you can pick one from full EP, which one gonna be your favorite song
In Another Life.
in another life? Can you sing it for me?
Mhm.
On a-
Oh, like
the ref.
live?
Yeah, yeah. Just the ref part.
Okay, I'll sing a short part
Okay.
of it.
On the ref part. Only on the ref part.
So far from you, don't know where you're in, but I'm well aware that this place is not for me. So much now is changing. It's a shame the train is leaving. Bigger one that I understand over somebody else you feel.
All right. All right, Hongjoin, thank you so much to have an interview with me. So I wish you the best luck for you. And I'm gonna tell you, this is my favorite from your records. Hongjoin with "Living in the Summertime." For me,
Oh,
really quite great song with beats and all those
thank
stuff.
you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
I
so
wish you
much.
good
Yeah,
luck for your show, for the next
thank
show,
you.
and head back to Boston. You're in
Yeah,
Boston, right?
yeah.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Peace. Thank you
Okay.
so much for having me.
Yes,
Bye.
you're welcome. And I hope this angle from this interview has never been presented by the other media.
Definitely not. You asked the right questions.
All right. Thank you.
See ya.
See ya.